pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We had an executive session, much talked about
Personnel, labor contracts,
personnel. Public comments on agenda items. Okay, we'll move on. Approval of the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from the May 13th meeting.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes. Registry of invoices. Auto draft.
I make a motion, we pay the auto draft $15,942.46.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes. General fund.
Motion to approve the general fund in the amount of $122,481.86.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any question on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes. Penvest.
Make a motion to approve paying Penvest in the amount of $3,405,390.87.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes. Redevelopment Authority Cooperation Agreement.
I'll make
You want to hit that?
No, I said we had several discussions on that, and I think our the recommendation is that we have our solicitor review that one more time to make sure that we're okay with all the provisions in there. Yeah.
So no action needed right now.
That's correct.
Correct.
Yeah, we need to change some wording. Appoint Sean Arball Right to Know Officer.
Yeah, just it's just one of those things we just want to make it official so we can change it with the state is to appoint me as the right to know officer for the city of DuBois.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any question on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes. Employee manual.
So for several months, there's an employee manual that's been circulating and being worked on. It's been reviewed by some of the key city employees. It's been reviewed by city council, and we've worked on the recommendations, kind of waded through it, and at this point, we have a final product completed and are ready for approval of that employee manual.
I'll make a motion to approve the employee manual as provided to us.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes. Budget transfer resolution.
This is a resolution. We talked a lot about some of the issues we had with the budget, that there were some errors made in that budgeting year. This resolution moves money from certain line items to make sure that we do have a balanced budget for the year. So in front of you is a budget transfer resolution that moves money from those specific line items to make sure we have that balanced budget. So you can see there is a attachment A that's about 4 pages that show the increases and decreases to make sure we have that balanced budget for the year.
And that was on our website for review of the citizens.
It was on the website. There were the budget errors and then our recommendations were on it.
Yes. Want to need a motion on that?
Yep.
I'll make the motion to approve the budget transfer resolution number 2021-0381.
Second?
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Award Green Light Go traffic light upgrade bid, Brady Street, Park Avenue, and Liberty Boulevard.
Turn this over to Mr. Nasuti.
Yeah, we had a bid opening on May 20th here at the city building. We had a low bid from M&B Construction in the amount of $492,003.29. The construction budget was $500,000. We'd recommend making an award to M&B Construction in that amount.
Was that a grant or that was a,
It's a Green Light Go grant.
so it's 100%,
It's 80%.
80%, so we paid 20. Okay.
Yeah, so, Chris, how that works, can you explain how that works differently with what we have now, so everyone knows?
How the grant works?
No, I mean how the light works, how the difference of that, sorry. Everyone understands what that is.
The traffic light, this is the traffic light that sheets here, Brady Street, Park Avenue. It's gonna operate very similar to the way it does right now. It's just gonna be, modern equipment. We'll update the, detection from loops to radar. There'll be communication throughout the entire corridor. We're gonna update the signal timings from Washington, Long, Scrivener, and Brady, so they'll all coordinate together. Hopefully construction will start here in the fall and be completed in the spring.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just say that we did do this as a joint bid between Sandy Township and the City of DuBois, so Sandy Township will consider this at their June 3rd meeting.
I make the motion, we award the bid to M&B Construction in the amount of $492,003.29.
Second?
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Award line painting bid.
Good, this is the rebid for the line painting we originally had earlier this year that was over budget. So we went, Matt Cook and I from Sandy Township went around, reevaluated. We did have the bid opening on May 23rd. We had a low bid from Lines for Less in the amount of $31,966.75. The city portion would be $18,145. I'd recommend awarding the contract to Lines for Less. And this will be on Sandy Township's agenda for the 3rd as well.
For their part.
I'll make that motion, we award the bid to Lines for Less, $31,966.75.
I'll second the bid. I do have a question. What was the reduction in scope of line painting to reduce
What
the
was the
bid?
reduction?
Did we reduce the amount of area that's getting repainted?
Most of it was center line, road center lines. We went and traveled and saw that the current ones that we left off this bid were still in good shape. We went to every crosswalk, every stop bar, and reevaluated things.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Properly moved in second. Question on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Sunflower Drive Vacation Ordinance, first reading.
Yeah, this is an ordinance of the City of DuBois amending Chapter 385 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of DuBois entitled Streets and Sidewalks by adding to the table of vacated and abandoned streets and alleys listed as Section 385-102 of Articles 16 a section vacating Sunflower Drive from 10th Street to the eastern dead end. And this is if you would turn onto 10th Street on the loop portion. There's an alley to the right that was Sunflower Drive that dead ends at an area where Sandy Township vacated their portion of Sunflower many years ago. So this is just cleaning up that neighborhood.
What are the benefits of having a alley added to the list?
There's no benefit to having that alley there. It would have been put in there originally for access to the back of those properties, but with the other portion vacated, this is just wasted area right now.
So where does the land go? Is it divided among two property owners?
Vacated, the adjacent property owners, so, yep.
Okay.
And I believe this does have to be advertised, so we'll advertise it for 3 weeks and then bring it back for the second reading.
Okay. Council wishes?
Make a motion to approve the first reading.
Second?
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaum,
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Bond issue, debt refinancing.
Yeah, so I did do some research, Mayor, on what bond issue we could look at to reduce our overall debt service payments on some of the variable interest loans that we have out there. We did deal with Janney Scott Montgomery, a very reputable firm, and came up with a tentative bond issue. They're showing a fixed rate of about 3.9% over the life of the bond, which is 15 years. They show about $100,000 of savings each year on debt service compared to the current interest rate that we're paying on some of the variable interest ones, which are 5.7%.
Okay, some of those ones we have now go out 38, just 2038, 2047. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have
What are
that.
the years they go? So we're shortening the term and saving money.
Correct.
Monthly payment, thank you.
Yeah, we didn't want to do an action on this evening, so this is just an information and questions, because we are looking at a bond issue at the same time for $2 million for the city building upgrade. We may see some savings if we do it at the same time, and that money would be repaid by the state through a grant, but you do have to do the project first and then seek reimbursement for that money.
Right, okay. How long will you think that'll take?
I should hear something here within the next week or two,
So we'll be able to vote on it next,
potentially on June 10th.
okay, because we're losing $2,000 a month. We're paying an extra $2,000 a month interest that we wouldn't have to be paying if we move forward.
Correct.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's any questions or anything else on that.
Not at this time.
Sandy Township employee relocation.
So, this item on the agenda is to seek approval to bring in the administration from the Sandy Township building and bring them into the city of DuBois. Currently, with the loss of the finance director and also the deputy treasurer, the assistant treasurer, we have some gaps that need filled. Kristen Dunn from our office and also Terry Bracken, the secretary treasurer of Sandy Township, have been able to come in, work with the existing staff, especially Dana has been a big asset, and Tommy, to make sure we have a handle on all the financial situations and human resource issues in Dalene's departure. So it's very difficult to run two offices, so our recommendation is to bring the individuals, including myself, here full-time, and have very limited hours at the Sandy Township building for things like code enforcement, zoning issues that may come up during prescribed hours. And we still would have an administrative secretary at the building for the police department that would be able to assist anybody that needed the police assistance, or if there's any special emergency. We do have special apps that ring to our phone for if someone calls the Sandy Township building, to ring directly to our cell phone. Additionally, the Board of Supervisors of Sandy Township did approve this relocation to help really bridge that gap into consolidation also.
I'll make the motion. You need one for this?
Yeah, yep.
That we approve the employee relocation to the city building.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Gelfen,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. New business. Christmas Sudi retirement.
Yeah, it was with great displeasure. Very sad day to bring this to your attention, but we did receive a retirement notice for Chris Masudi that would be effective July 5th of 2024.
I guess I
Need a
would.
motion?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I regret to make the motion. I don't think any of us wanted to accept Chris Nasudi's retirement for a great job at the city.
I'll second it.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Chris, I'm gonna miss you. We worked real well together and had the same feelings about the city. It's a great place. Any other questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Gelfen,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Authorization to advertise engineering position.
Yes, this is just looking for authorization to put out that city engineer position out to try to find someone that can be half as good as Chris Nasudi. So no, we hope to fill that position, just seeking authorization to get that advertisement out there.
Motion to approve the advertisement for the engineering position.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any questions on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Gelfen,
Yes.
Dietz,
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. 75th anniversary of the DuBois Little League celebration, fireworks and special event approval.
Yep, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Frano here in a second, but I just wanted to, we did receive a request in for 75th anniversary for DuBois Little League at our park on June 8th. Includes fireworks, a bunch of inflatables in the grass area, so they are asking for that special approval, and I'll turn it over to you for anything you want to add, Mr.
Sure,
Frano.
absolutely. Thank you for giving us the time here on at the council meeting. We, June 8th, we're gonna have our 75th anniversary. The whole town is invited. There's no fee, there's no nothing. We're going to give away food, popcorn, whatever we possibly can. T-shirts, we're gonna do the whole thing, finish with a T-Mobile National Home Run Derby, which whoever wins that ties into and goes to the next step. I think the finals are out in California, I believe. We went through Little League International, been a part of that to tie in with our anniversary. And at the end of the night, we're probably going to try to get a movie involved, maybe Sandlot, something like that for the kids to watch. And then we're going to finish it up with a firework display. So not really sure what that process was. This is a first for us, but we figured if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. And we're pretty excited about it, and we want to make sure that the whole town is welcome, and you only get 175th, so that's where we're at. So I think I gave all the paper I need, but I did get educated. I need some insurance stuff coming your way, and it will be coming from the fireworks
I think
company.
there's a permit for a fireworks.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got educated, so we're good. But,
It's always permits.
there's always permits, there's always permits.
That's what we do.
Whatever else we need, please don't hesitate to
That's
get
great.
hold of us and let us know.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Public comments.
Do we approve that?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that needs approved? Okay, I'm sorry. Hold up.
Make a motion to approve the fireworks and special event for the 75th anniversary of the DuBois Little League.
Second?
Properly moved second. Any question on the motion? Vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh,
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Reesinger.
Yes. Public comments. Yes, sir.
Also, I just got a question. Like, the union has to be involved in the writing of that handbook. Perhaps throughout the process. Hey, I mean, if it's already written and already approved, then we were kind of confused on why we weren't involved. Just a part.
Okay, we'll look into that. Anybody else?
Leo Brooks, Assistant Fire Chief. I'm here to give my monthly report of the fire department. Call wise, we've been busy. Just like last month, our call volumes increased. Recently, the township added us to a lot of their fire or their boxes. So we're working pretty much hand in hand with the township now. That's probably most of our increase in calls. We're going Sebula, West Sandy, Adrian, Oklahoma. And their stations are on our fire boxes, structure fires, AFAs. We have one station, whatever ward it's in. So we're working together as far as that goes. We had a mock crash on the 16th. It went really well. We had life flight and everything come in. Like I said last meeting, if you're not there to watch it, it's pretty realistic. Fake blood and everything. So the coroner was there. So yeah, we, for the kids up at the high school. So that went really well. Sean said our last meeting here, we did have our ISO inspection, the fire department. I know they met with Chris that morning. I believe Sean, you met the folks there. Chief Federici and I met with them for several hours. They went over all our books. We took them around to the firehouses. They inspected each fire truck. As far as I know, everything went great. We had to send them some more information, but we're waiting to hear back if we're still in ISO 1, which it's a pretty good chance. So that went really well. So I appreciate all the fire department, all the folks doing all their hard work and stuff like that. We had a couple fundraisers. Volunteers had their pierogies and malushki and stuff. And 4th Ward had their Mother's Day chicken barbecue. I want to thank everybody for purchasing tickets and buying and supporting the fire departments there. I think our fundraisers are ceased for the time being. They'll pick up in the fall, I think, with those. We got approached by some of the churches in the community. They're having church in the park over here on June 9th. And a pastor friend of mine asked if the fire department would cook hot dogs and hamburgers for the congregations. So we had a bunch of people in the fire department volunteer to do that for the congregation after the church, just as fellowship. So if you're at church in the park, look for us. Not me, but I'll be in Florida. But there'll be a bunch of guys and girls there cooking for those folks. Our Fireman's Week's coming up. We have our annual competitions. That is June 18th through 20th. We're doing 3 competitions. Last year we only did 1. So I think Tuesday and Thursday are at the high school, Battle the Barrel and Run and Pump, and then everybody's favorite, Sink the Tubs over at the Tannery. Those start at 6 o'clock, so if you want to come over and watch those, Goodwill is the reigning champions, so see if they can defend their trophy. So that'll be June 18th through the 20th. And I brought some special guests here this evening. We recently completed our fire school. Like I said before, it's over 200 hours of training just to volunteer for your community. It's quite a feat. So I brought some of them here. Some couldn't be here, but I want to recognize those folks that completed fire school are now considered interior firefighters. So from 3rd Ward, we have Dan Leroy, which he is back there. And also from 3rd Ward is Zach Garman. He couldn't be here. From 74 is Justice Kemmerer. She could not be here. She's actually graduating from Jeff Tech this evening. So. And from Goodwill, we have Andrew McIntosh, Jacob McIntosh, Kaylin Ford. And Zach Marshall. I know I'm very proud of these folks. We had a bunch of juniors as well that when they turn 17, they can take their final mod and do the interior burn and everything, then they'll be interior firefighters as well. But I'm extremely proud of all these folks. I mean, it's a lot of work. When I took it, it was like 88 hours, so, and that was 30 years ago, so over 200 hours, it's a lot. Then one last thing, we now have another special guest. This individual has 50 years in the fire department recently. 57? 57. I was told 50, but 57. Chief McIntosh, he served as fire chief of the city back in the 80s. He still goes to meetings, he's still active, he responds to calls, but although he don't wear an air pack anymore, not that I've seen. But he does do scene support and he drives quite a bit. So 57 years, we're all very proud of him. Me being a chief, I look up to him. So Chief Jerry McIntosh.
Proud to be here, especially with my grandchildren here. It's in our blood. My sons, John, Danny, who else is here? It's in our blood. My grandfather was fire chief way back in the, I forget what year he was, with the Mott. He was a fire chief in the 20s or 30s. I can't remember when it was. But, my wife is, Cheryl is my right and left arm, and she keeps me straight. As long as I can do it, I'm going to keep volunteering. Thank you.
So that's it. I mean, lots of stuff going on in the fire department. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm Michelle Snyder from DuBois. At the last meeting, there were some questions about the summer help, and I just wanted to kind of add a little bit to that since I'm the mom of one of the kids that is employed at the city. And I know one of the questions was that, what do they do for $15 an hour? So
Sweat.
I asked the kids, and I just want everybody to know what they do. They're responsible for over 24 locations to mow the grass. They have to clean the area around the creek. That includes mowing, weeding, that kind of stuff. They cut abandoned lawns. They trim trees. They landscape. They power wash. My daughter was one of the ones that did it for over 30 hours last week. So, no, I'm not complaining. But that's what these kids are doing. They paint fire hydrants. They paint fences. They make sure the garbage is removed from all the parks and fields, probably other locations I don't know about. Probably the worst job, in my opinion, that they have is to clean the public restrooms, because there are definitely some people that go in there and intentionally make their job very difficult. They clean up after other people's dogs. They help maintain the turf fields. And then they do anything anybody needs to prep for any public events, races, concerts, community days. Just pretty much be anybody's right-hand man. So because there's often so much negativity, I thought that I might throw that out there. Maybe we can, for those that are naysayers and don't want to support anything that's going on in the city, just know that these kids my daughter's trying to earn her rent for college for the next year. And that's what these other kids are doing too. So they're doing the best they can. So maybe anybody that isn't interested in supporting them can think differently and just look for the good that these kids are doing. They look at these kids over here and what great things they're doing. I'm really proud of the youth in our area. So that's it.
Thank you.
When I drive around, I see them. They're always working.
We couldn't operate without the
No, and they're working and it's hot. Yeah. Any other public comments tonight? Yes, sir.
Charlie Meckling, Monroe Street. After the last council meeting, I think everybody walked out here kind of in shock with our financial situation. Once I got over my shock, I started thinking about some possibilities. one of the things that I find when I travel, which is a lot, is there's hotel taxes. You look at the receipt for a hotel, it's been talked about evidently, and
Right.
and you see municipal tax on there all the time. It's very common. The residents aren't paying a tax. It's people that are traveling through, so it's not a hardship on any residents. The average hotel tax in the United States is 13.4%, okay, which isn't too bad. And it would be collected by the hotels, so you don't even really have any expense to speak of there. And it would also kind of help us to monetize the ball fields to maybe get a little bit of money on a return from all of that. But that was my thought on that, and so hopefully we can get something going. Thank you.
Yeah, I asked about that tonight. The Clearfield County charges 5% hotel tax right now, which the county.
That's a county tax?
That's a county tax, and they do divvy it up. I mean, we've got some money for the tournaments and things like that, so it does help us stuff. But I know our tournaments fill hotels from Clarion to Clearfield, you know. So it would be nice to get a bigger chunk of that. I agree with you. Yeah. Yes.
Just had a question. I know we talked last time about how much the bowl tournament cost. How much of that do we receive in return from donations or advertising?
I can tell you that there was a 5-year contract, and the county, it was $25,000 a year. The county paid $25,000 the first year, $20,000 the second year, then 15, then 10, then 5. Okay, and it's up for renegotiation. Hopefully, they can kick in a little bit more next time. I've asked for financials from the ball fields. Have not seen them. It's not an easy thing to do, you know, because there's a lot of extra help and stuff that goes over there also.
But I would think that the hotels and some other restaurants and stuff would be happy to make a donation because they are making out on this.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we do have several donations, sponsorships for the fields. We can
And we'd advertise
work on getting those numbers, but there are numerous sponsors in the area.
I think this is the first year we've really started to keep a separate track of those expenses. Is that correct? So we'll know better at the end of the year what things actually cost. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Also, again, I am kind of on the fence in both of this, where, like, I agree with everybody. Like, I'm as shocked as everybody to find out how much money this is costing us in the fields and all that stuff. But I also want, as a Little League coach, and watching these kids play, it is great for this place. It really is. And I understand that it's costing the city money, and I understand that. But I just hope that everybody realizes what it's doing for these little kids. Letting them play on a good field. You know, like today, poured down rain. The old fields, we wouldn't be able to play. Tonight we're playing. You know, and granted, it is costing city money, but it's also helping all these businesses out. You know, so I just hope people see the positive in that and not try to get rid of these things that are supposed to be costing us all some money. You know what I mean? I just hope that you guys realize that.
Yeah, it's sort of like the library and the pool. We don't make money on the library and pool, but it's a great asset for the city.
Yeah.
You know. Anybody else? Council member comments?
Chris, I wish you all the best. As far as I know, there's no talk about getting rid of any ball field, you know, at all. And it's just trying to make the best of, what we have. But we do appreciate what it is, and I'd like to thank the fire department and all the new young members coming up. I think it's great that Leo comes to the meetings. We appreciate it. That's it.
Jim?
Yeah, first off, shout out to the Little League. Mr. Frano, thank you for all your hard work that goes into that and makes it what it is, and actually giving the kids something to do to keep them off the streets. And I think that's part of what the ball fields bring. People like playing on them. It's not a cow pasture by any means. So thank you for all your hard work. Looking forward for the 75-year celebration, and also to the chief for your report, and congratulations to all the new interior firemen. That's a great achievement, and shout out to Chief McIntosh for your dedication over the 57 years. And as far as Chris, Chris, I sent you an email, but you'll sadly be missed, and all your hard work and dedication on a lot of these projects that's been accomplished over your tenure there. And like I said, I hope you can look back and be proud that you were a part of that. So thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Me?
Yeah.
Congrats on your retirement and next steps, Chris. Sad to see you leave. Appreciate all the help you provided to us since January and prior to that, but wish you the best. So congratulations to all the young firemen. Great to see the youth joining the fire department. It's needed, and hopefully you'll encourage some of your friends to join too. Thanks for coming, Leo. Thank you, Chief McIntosh, for all your service. And yeah, like Jen said on the ball field, no one wants them. No one's tearing them down. No one thinks they're bad. We just want people to understand the full picture of what they cost, what the commitment is on the part of the city to them, and we are looking to maximize the potential of them. So it's kind of just an open dialogue about them. I think they're great for the city. They're beautiful, and they're not going anywhere. So we're going to look to maximize the potential of them. There's lots of great activities going on this summer from the city and from lots of other people. So please take advantage. Hopefully see you down in the park this summer, and head on down to the celebration for the Little League. I know I'll be there with my kids, and we really appreciate, Scott, everything that Little League does for the city as well. So thank you. That's all I got.
Chris, thank you for your service to the city. You're such a major asset that we have here, and I'm sad to see that you're leaving. I'm happy that we have you for a little while longer, though. And also our new interior firefighters, congratulations on all the work that you guys do. And Chief Brooks, you had mentioned us working towards continuing having our ISO 1 certification. Do you know how many volunteer departments have that in the country?
I believe the exact number is there's less than 5, and this DuBois Fire Department is one of those 5 in the entire country. So it's quite an accomplishment. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of work on the guys' part. I mean, you wouldn't understand. We were in a conference room. There's a binder that's completely filled, like an entire table full of stuff that we do on an annual basis. So, I mean,
I think that's pretty awesome that if you think of across the country, you have tens of thousands of volunteer fire departments, if not more, and we're one of 5 that are ISO 1. So, congratulations. Thank you for your work. That's all I have.
Thank you, Sean.
I just want to say, Chris, it's been great working with you. I'm gonna miss you sorely, and maybe we'll reconsider. I don't know, but but no, you'll be missed. And for the young firefighters, great job. I went through. Unfortunately, COVID shut down my 4th mod, but it's a lot of work, and I appreciate you guys really your devotion for that. And Chief McIntosh, thank you for your service. It's great.
I'll talk to Chris. It's been miserable, Chris. Getting to know you, Chris. Appreciate it. You're a true professional. Appreciate everything you've done.
I want to thank the young firemen, because that is an absolute big commitment to take on that training and do that. And I know you had help from the 2 chiefs there and stuff like that, but thank you very much. The city really appreciates it. Thank you. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and second. All vote on the motion.
Augenbaugh.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Gelfen.
Yes.
Dietz.
Yes.
Riesinger.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
We'll see you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
So we got a good.